I chose the community as my presentation. So I'm going to tell you guys some background information. The crucible took place in Massachusetts Bay Colony during 1692 and 1693. Salem is the Puritan community, and its inhabitants live in an extremely restrictive society. They established a society in America founded upon religious intolerance and a series of investigations of persecution that caused 19 convicted witches to be hanged and many others to be imprisoned in Salem village. So their living conditions, they were mostly poor farmers who made their living cultivating crops in the rocky terrain, but most of the people who lived in Salem town were wealthy merchants. Salem village did not have its own church and minister until 1674. Salem's victim were Bridget Bishop, who was quickly found guilty and was sentenced to death. Sarah Good, June 28, she was quickly convicted and sentenced to death. Susanna Martin, she didn't live in Salem, but she had been accused of witchcraft before, and unfortunately she was then convicted and hanged on July 19th, same day as Sarah. Martha Carrier, on August 19th, she was the only woman executed that day, and Martha Corey. Her defiant attitude turned court officials against her, and unfortunately she was the last hangings of Salem witch trials. Denver's. Roughly 60 years after the trials, what had been Salem Village changed its name to Denver's after long battle by village farming communities to not share taxes with the culturally and socioeconomically distanced fishermen and maritime merchants of Salem town. So what used to be Salem Village is now called Denver's. What time of year did all of this happen? Well, the Salem witch trials occurred in colonial Massachusetts between 1692 and 1693. More than 200 people were accused of practicing witchcraft, the devil's magic, and 20 were executed. The trials began in February 1692 to May 1693. What did the Salem witch trials start? What day? On March 1st, 1692, Salem, Massachusetts authorities interrogated Sarah Good, Sarah Osborne, and an Indian slave, to determine if they indeed practiced witchcraft. So began the infamous Salem witch trials.